Hey guys, PokeTrips here, and today, oh my voice cracked a little bit there, and today we'll be going over the match between New York 12, Trey of the New York Blasters, and MTY Gray, Matpu of the San Antonio Solars. This is a rematch as Matt already beat Trey in the first week of the PDA. I actually think it was the very first match, so we'll see if he has a repeat here. It's not like it really matters for too much. Trey and Matt are both looking like they're gonna make their conference playoffs, and let's just go ahead and hop on in here. We're gonna see wait, before I forget, the other two matches were originally who was it? Theron and Cameron? No. It was originally Joe and Cameron and Theron and Michael, but I forgot Joe and Cameron already played, so now it's Joe and Michael and Theron and Cameron. So just want to make sure that I tell you guys. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going here. We're going to see the Mewtwo Entei lead. Very interesting. A Psy Strike doing some huge damage off on that Entei. Sacred Fire gonna hit, gonna do 80%. And the Entei has extreme speed. Very good prep on Matt's end. In comes the Snorlax. We're going to see another Sacred Fire do huge damage. And we're going to see the Rock Slide onto the Entei. Gonna pick up the KO there. Now, MVP my butt. Anyway, Entei is no MVP candidate, that is 100% for sure, so sucks, Matt. Anyway, I have no clue if Sacred Fire is physical or special, and I'm too lazy to look it up, so if you would, let me know down below, Matt. But anyway, we're going to continue here. We see the superpower off on the Blissey, but lowering the attack and defense of the Snorlax. The Blissey is faster, it's going to get off the soft-boiled. This is just a match for Trey to lose here with this Blissey Snorlax thing. There's just no way. He just keeps crippling himself. He keeps crippling his attack. Matt's just gonna do the smart thing here, and I like this play. He just keeps using soft boiled, which, while it is a little bit dirty and a little bit stally, very stally, it's the right thing to do if you want to win. So props to you, Matt. We did see that the Snorlax had immunity there, so it can't get toxic, which is very interesting, or poisoned rather. And the Snorlax is at 0.29 attack and defense right now, so you can hit it with a fly and it would die. But of course, this Blissey's running Tri-Attack for some reason, Matt, which is something I've not ever seen in my life. So, it is going to work. It is going to pick up the burn. That Earthquake's going to do absolutely nothing to that Blissey. It's going to heal more than that Earthquake did. And the Tri-Attack is going to pick up the KO on the Snorlax. Very easy pickup, if you ask me. In comes the Heracross, Trey's MVP, if I had to pick one for his team. We're going to see the close combat off on the Heracross easily pick up that KO on that Blissey. The base whatever defense, 30 defense or whatever. In comes Floor, just expecting an earthquake or an outrage or something. I just want to say, Matt, I love the name, Chaz it up, very clever. Never heard it before from anywhere, and you definitely don't have a YouTube channel named after it. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue here. We do see the Earthquake almost picking up the KO on the Floor. Just the Citrus Berry gonna activate, not really do much in this situation though, and it puts the Garchomp within 9%. Now, Trey has extreme speed on Dragonite and a priority move on Aegislash, so he could have sent either of them in and picked up the KO easy, but he decided to send in Heracross, which I don't think was the smart play, and Heracross is now on 1 HP because of what Trey did. I would have much rather went into Aegislash Shadow Sneak personally. We're going to see Mr. Predictable come in the game, or misses in this case, and we're going to see the Sucker Punch easily pick up the KO on the Heracross. Now, if you don't know why I call this Predictable and why Matt named it Predictable, Matt embraced the name Predictable that I gave it, because Mawile is so freaking predictable in this format. Sub is banned on it because that's just completely broke. Let's just all be honest with each other here. But it can still Swords Dance and Sucker Punch. That's all it is. It intimidates. It comes in and intimidates. And if you don't have a huge physical threat, it's gonna Mega Evolve and then it's gonna Swords Dance. And then it's gonna Sucker Punch everything to death. And if you don't have something that resists that, good game. It's so predictable. And at this point, Trey doesn't really have anything that can counter it. So we're gonna see the Outrage. Oh, Trey. Learn your type matchups, Trey! I think he had Earthquake on that Dragonite. That might have picked up the KO. I don't know. I'm not going to run the damage calcs. We're going to see a double Swords Dance here. Misplay. Although I don't think it would have mattered in the end, because that does pick up the KO on the Aegislash. And Mrs. Predictable actually pulls through this week and is the game MVP. Now, something really interesting I want to point out about this layout. I have the layout set to where it was the very first game where it was Shiny Gudra, and I did nothing to this layout. It stayed the exact same besides me putting Mega Mawile there instead of Shiny Gudra, which I thought was really interesting. The game turned out the exact same way the last one did. The MVP had 2 kills and 0 deaths, and it was a 3-0 for Matt. So I just thought that was really interesting. So Good job, Matt. Trailer your type matchups, and that's gonna be it for me, guys. For now, this has been PokeTrip.